This is one of my favourite beaches on the island. Just look at that. I can see two big super yachts there, and I think they probably cost maybe 20 million each, if not more. Now they can get a little bit funny when filming these yachts, so I'm gonna have to try and do it low key. I thought I'd put the shades on to blend in, you know, look like I've got a bit of money, even though I haven't. Look at the size of it. They're probably thinking, why on earth are you filming us clean? Four-man job just to clean the back end of the boat. It's mental to have the kind of money to buy one of these outright. A lot of these have their own carpets and to keep the people out. All themed with the name of the boat. Just look at that. But I think that comes down and acts like a beach club again. I think some of these have balconies. But yeah, that's got 1, 2, 3. That's definitely got 4 floors. Crazy. So these are a little bit more my style. A bit more affordable. Saying that, these actually cost millions of pounds themselves. They're just a little bit smaller, more manageable maybe. Look at that, we've got some chairs waiting for guests. Again, they're busy cleaning. Must be nice though, chartering one of these to sail around the Mediterranean. And then of course you've got the other option to sail around the world with hardly any fuel with a big sailboat like that. And must mention as well, if you want to go out to Formentera, which is paradise on earth, I'm not going to have time to do it in this video, but I'll have to do one soon. Best to go on one of these big boats. They take around about 30 minutes to get over there. I believe there's a ticket office just over here, but these are pretty huge and they do run quite regular to Formentera. Or you can get these ones. Obviously when it's choppy it's quite an experience, but just tells you how much it costs. 27 euros one way, 47 euros return, and obviously if you want to come back the same day you need to check the times and stuff like that. But so away from the marina we're going to head into Ibiza Old Town and walk up towards the castle as well. You really do need at least a couple of hours walking around the old town. It's absolutely beautiful. And obviously, if you kind of mix it in with a spot of lunch, I think a lot of these are quite expensive. Well, my standards anyway. How cool are these, look? Charge your mobile phone. What's the menu like? Yeah, it's quite pricey. For a burger, 16.20. Fillet steak, 29 euros. Oh, lobster paella, 34.90. Maybe I'll have to come back. Bit pricey for lunch though. I'm more of a ham and cheese sandwich kind of guy when I'm on a budget. I love all these little Spanish back streets as well. Look at this. Great, aren't they? That's my idea of Spain. Coming down these back streets, eating from one of these restaurants. Look at all the fresh lobster in there, look at that. So the old town is around about 2,500 years old. We're going to go up towards the castle because you've got some amazing views over the Mediterranean. Honestly, you can get lost driving around Ibiza town, all the little side streets and all one way, and it's all very confusing. I've done it many times. This is kind of like the main plaza area in the town. It's really pretty, surrounded by all these beautiful Mediterranean buildings and restaurants. Look at that. So just outside of the town walls, and we're just heading up right now. Again, I'm really doing this the wrong time of the day because it's about 2 o'clock. Hottest time of the day. Look at that. Just trying to find out how to get in, or up, should I say. I love how all the houses are surrounding and inside and outside of the big town. You can just see how tall the outside perimeters of the castle actually are. It's crazy. Let's go up here. I have no idea where this goes, but we'll find out. And it's just that little bit cooler in here, which is nice just for a moment, because it's about 35 degrees today. So it's blooming hot. Let's see what we've got up here. So there's a cathedral here as well, which we should check out if it's open. They're doing a lot of restoration work. As we walk from outside the walls to inside, no doubt through some pretty steep steps. Yeah. Oh, at least it's cool though. Blimey. We're not there yet. I always remember somebody playing some instruments around here. Hola. Hola, señor. So this is one of the best viewpoints to get a look over the Mediterranean towards Formentera. Slightly spoiled by the crane, but they're doing loads of work at the minute. Oh, that wind is so nice. Cool me down. So this is interesting. They used to stand at the top there and throw rocks down to people trying to come into the castle gates. So they'd stand up there and just pelt rocks down when people were coming in or trying to come in. So Ibiza is one of the ports that a lot of cruise ships come into. There's one there, no doubt doing a Mediterranean cruise. Right, let's head down here. I love just exploring these old towns. I prefer to not use a guidebook and just walk around and see what you can find. So this is the cathedral. Unfortunately, I can't go in there, but obviously there's the famous clock tower. Can I get in? Can you imagine if that opened? Closed for siesta. Wow, this is a great view. Look at that. So people used to live obviously with inside the town walls. It makes you think, what were some of these buildings used for? Obviously people's houses, shops. What's this? Small luxury hotels of the world. Wow. Can we go in and have a look? That is a very old-fashioned door. Wow. Just look at the map. You can just see the size of the castle grounds, and apparently we're just there for a minute, right at the top. But you can explore all this. You can also get lost quite easily, but what a cool little shop. Souvenir shop, I guess. Yeah. Hola. Hello. Oh dear. See, look, there's loads of little passages and steps you can go up to and have no idea where you're going. Oh my god, look at that. Bet that costs a lot of money to do. I'm definitely getting lost. I have no idea where I am now. All I know is that I love exploring around these little old Spanish streets and inside the castle in Ibiza. They are lovely. But you can spend hours around here getting lost. Wow. Just look down there. Where does that go? There's a random door there and there. Wow, look at this. There is not a car trying to come up this road. Really. There is no way you're gonna get. He is. He's coming up this road. Yikes. Don't mind me.
My friend said take it off and we'll wait for a while.
Wow, just come across this like really tiny bar.
The best drinks.
Look at this.
Guys, look the quantity. Come here, come here.
How small is this
I
bar?
want to show you guys the quantity of alcohol that we use inside because
Here's the whole
wait, what is this? We are very generous. You don't give this shit.
Yes,
Blimey,
love that, love
that's a
that.
lot of alcohol
Yes.
Happy.
coming down in here.
mix.
It's happy hour.
Happy hour.
This is so tiny.
Yeah.
Walk past it, you don't notice it, do you?
No, you don't notice. But the drinks are great and the bartenders are really perfect. It's a lot of fun.
Get yourself down to one of the tiniest little bars inside the town. Wow, if only this would grow in England. I find it so beautiful in the Mediterranean, especially on a sunny day. Look at the colours of that plant. In fact, actually, I remember buying this specific plant from Tesco's once. It didn't last very long in my garden, but look at that. It's crazy, it's actually growing from that pot. And it literally meanders and grows all the way up the building. And really random, there is a wall here with famous people's handprints. I don't know any of these people. I think they might be Spanish. Cinematographer, a painter, an actor, an Olympic champion. I'm not going to lie to you, there are a hell of a lot of steps in this castle. Look at this, there's more bars and restaurants here as well. How cool are these seats? It's so nice to sit on a little bean bag, get a drink. See, it's a bit embarrassing, but literally the sweat is dripping off my forehead. I'm so hot. I need to get a drink. I'm finding this in more and more places now. You actually have to scan the QR code to get the menu. It's all in Spanish. I've gone for a detox smoothie, thought I'd be healthy, and I've been eating loads of rubbish recently. Had a couple of drinks as well. Got cucumber, honey, and some other bits. Cheers. It's supposed to be good for you. That's why it doesn't taste that great, right? Tastes like stinging nettles. How random is this place? Ibiza Castle. There's like a little bar inside there where they were having a happy hour all tucked in. And also there is so much history going on here too. I would give yourself a good few hours, have a good walk around, and also check out some of the amazing views over to Formentera too. So right now I am in San Antonio Bay. I am literally just next to O Beach, Ibiza, Wayne Lineker's bar. Obviously they have pool parties here every day in the summer. Don't think it's open yet, it's far too early, even though it's 11:30 in the morning. This is pretty cool. This is new as well. This is called Bambaku. This is opened up right next to O Beach. Same management, and it's a bit like a beach club, but they've got like a wave machine here on the right hand side as well. But look how nice this is. This is so cool. This is the bar. I so want to try that, but I can't because I have a bad back. So basically made like a man-made beach. And over here is this like a little plunge ball to put your feet in. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, really nice. I've no idea how much it costs you, but at least they let me have a quick walk around. Right, let's head out. So San Antonio Bay is absolutely huge. What we're going to do, just going to have a walk around because there's a few interesting places to talk about, and then we'll walk up to where the best place for sunset in Ibiza is. I guess it's not my favourite beach. I don't think a lot of people come to San Antonio Bay for the beach, to be honest. They come here for other things. Even a little bit of grass on the beach. It's really random. Don't see that very often. Grass growing on the beach, look, over there. In fact, this is more green now than I think I've ever seen it. Now, I know you might be saying, oh, that's not proper grass, but it certainly looks like proper grass to me. So obviously, most of that is just hotels apart from O Beach and Bambaku, but it's just up here where you get a few more bars. Tell you what, I wish there was more scooter hire here to get around. I see everyone on them, but they're not... They haven't hired them, I don't think they're their own. So up here is the world's most beautiful club, apparently, and it's something I always remember watching TV shows like Ibiza Uncovered back in the 90s. People are drinking already. Way too early. Now this place is normally absolutely heaving in a few hours. Now that is the kind of off-road vehicle I would love to rent. Look at this beast. I bet that'd be fun. It's probably a fortune as well. Book your buggy tours here. A lot of people do that actually to explore the island, and because some of the roads are less than adequate, it's worth doing if you've got the money. Imagine putting the kids in there as well, their faces. So there's this random fun fair that has been here for forever in Ibiza, and it's just, I just find it really odd because there's only 2 rides. Well, there's 3 rides actually, and obviously just behind it is a famous nightclub. Now apparently it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful clubs in the world. It doesn't look that great from the outside. The roof comes down as well, and the whole roof actually does open up, or part of the roof. You know the video, the Venga boys were going to Ibiza, they all rode a bus like that. Brilliant, it's there. So I do remember seeing this on TV shows back in the 90s. Doesn't look as good as it once did, I don't think, but I'm sure you'll tell us in the comments if you've ever been there in your past or been there recently. So right now I'm just walking towards the egg on the roundabout in San Antonio. Most people will know about this. It's been here for ages. And what's even more interesting about the egg, there's a little story about it that Dwayne told me about when I was doing the live in Ibiza. You can see Christopher Columbus's ship in there, the one that he sailed to the Americas. And the whole reason why it's there, because apparently, folklore, that Christopher Columbus was from Ibiza, and obviously they thought it was impossible to sail across the ocean in a ship, and he said it's as easy as balancing an egg or something. He managed to balance the egg, and obviously that's why the ship is in the egg on this roundabout. But let us know your thoughts in the comments. This is a pretty cool hotel, reasonably new in San Antonio, called Vibra. Looks well good. Fish and chips in Ibiza. Cod €9. Look at that, there's a glitter ball up there. Cod is €9. They do haddock, battered sausage, saveloy, onion rings, mushy peas, gravy. It's all here. And they even do breakfast as well. So, as you know, I like fish and chips. Check this out. I'm going to cool down because there's some fountains up here that when it's really warm and you walk past them, you get a little bit of spray. It's really nice. So one of the main clubbing areas is up here, the West End. Great place to come to get breakfast, some lunch here, reasonably priced as well. Hopefully getting a little bit of spray. It's good. There's loads of narrow streets around here too. This is such a pretty area. There's a church up here, but you didn't know that. Beautiful olive tree. So this is the West End. Swinging a right to head down towards Cafe Del Mar right now. So if you've got a car and you want to come down here at sunset, you can actually park just here. And obviously as the sun goes down over there, you do get some great views. So we're literally behind Cafe Mambo and Cafe Del Mar, and you can see from the back, they don't look anything special whatsoever, do they? And honestly, these places could not be any more different during the day compared to at sunset. The sun literally goes down over there. You get hundreds, if not thousands of people congregating around here, around the bars. If you want to see what it looks like, stick around till the end of the video and I'll show you a glorious Ibiza sunset. But look, empty tables everywhere. Some world famous DJs have played in there. There's someone there now doing a little bit of music, but they normally stop you, right? Security normally stop you, so it's quite nice that I can actually go up to the booth when it's quiet. You all right, mate? So normally you can't even get a table in the evening. It's just so busy. And also, hiya. And also, drinks are ridiculously expensive. This is Cafe Del Mar. Again, it does get busy, especially around about lunchtime. But there's not much of a beach here. It's all rocky. Now, I know I said there's no beaches around this part of San Antonio, but there is one. And this is it. It's tiny. I always find it amazing, you know, when you're abroad. If there's the tiniest beach or tiniest little bit of rock, people will be on there sunbathing. And just on the harbour here is the place to go for your boat trips. And also, actually, if you're standing on the other side of San Antonio Bay, you can get like almost like a little taxi across over to the other side, so you don't have to walk. And obviously, I do recommend getting a sunset trip booked, because obviously they're amazing. The only problem is when you book it, you can't guarantee whether you're going to get the perfect sunset. Just turned up down a very dusty road to come to one of the best places on the island to check out one of the best views, but it's around about a mile that way, so I better get walking. So the car park does get pretty busy. I've got flip-flops on. It's probably advisable to bring some half-decent walking shoes, but straight away you get some amazing views from up here. And what is great about this walk, it's not really sunny at the moment, but you walk through pine trees, so the sun won't be on you. And I tell you what, there's nothing better than that smell, walking through pine trees. It smells so fresh. Oh, I love it. Just make sure you just don't get an acorn drop on your head. It's a bit of a walk, but it is definitely worth the view. I'm just coming through the clearing now. So this is probably one of the best viewpoints for Es Pedra. And if you want to get the perfect photo, this is where you have to come. Just look at that. Now this is also very high. There is nothing stopping you going literally close to the edge. You can get very close, and some people go very close indeed. If you just look there, some people have scribbled their love notes in the rock, but yikes, now that is high. So this whole area is protected, but if you do like your hiking, you could walk up to that tower. I kind of walked halfway and then I got really tired. So I thought, and especially in this heat, I'm not going to do it, and I don't have the perfect shoes on. But what a view. Look at the colour of the water. Absolutely gorgeous. So the next beach I'm heading to has definitely got to be one of my favourites. It's a little bit of a trek to get to when you park up, and it's not far from San Antonio. You can walk it takes about an hour, or you can drive, which takes about 10 minutes. So this beach gets so busy that they actually close the road further up than they do near the beach, probably around about half a mile away, because this beach gets so popular. It's not a very big beach, but it is absolutely beautiful. So you got the iconic little fisherman sheds over on the left hand side of this beach, and then CALA SALADA, the other part of the beach, is up there, which we're going to check out because this is quite pebbly, although there is a restaurant up there. Let's head up this way. Now, it is not easy to get to this beach, considering the roads you have to go down and then how you have to walk up to this beach, but it is definitely worth it. And everybody's walking in flip-flops, which is probably not the best. Just look at the colour of the water. Now obviously this looks a lot better during the morning, but I just could not get to this beach. It was ridiculously busy. But the walk continues to get down there. This is certainly uneven, to say the least. Oh my god, I thought that was a snake then. Squeeze through here. Good selfie spot. Are we there yet? People are stopping literally everywhere to take photos because it is that beautiful. Enough is that. Look how uneven it is, literally. You're just walking over rocks. You'd think there'd be another way down to this beach. There isn't. But yeah, I made it. Flipping heck, it is so steep. Especially when you're walking down here with flip-flops. I think it's probably better to go barefoot. I'm literally gripping this as I go down, trying not to slip. Here we are. If you can find a spot on the beach. Obviously there's no toilets here or no bar. I do see people coming around though with drinks. I actually walk further up as well. It's fair to say the beaches get very busy. It's early June and it's just ridiculous trying to park at any beach. You've got to park sometimes miles away. Thankfully this particular beach has quite a lot of good parking, but it's all kind of in the sand dunes and literally people just park everywhere and anywhere, and when you've got a hire car you're slightly worried about where you're parking. People just park anywhere. Look, he's found a space. More over there. Oh, I'm going to try and head down here and try and not scratch the car. Those cars are just dotted around everywhere, but there's nowhere. Where can I park? Do you think I can park here? Yeah, I'll park here. That'll do. I found somewhere. Anyway, by the way, this is my car hire. It costs me around about 120 euros for the week. Obviously you need insurance on top of that, or a deposit. Obviously they close the main car park at busy times. So you're parking the, I guess you would call it the overspill. I think I'm going to struggle to find a spot on the beach. I love this bar though. This is the Sunset Ashram restaurant and bar. Certainly has an amazing view. But look at that. So again, you can go to bigger beaches in Ibiza. I do prefer the small ones. Obviously, It's not great when it's ridiculously busy like this, but they are special beaches. Look at the colour of the water today. That looks so inviting. Now, last time I was here, the fishes are normally very close to the shoreline, and you can actually feed them from the water. I think the tide's in at the moment. Oh, that is so good. So normally at low tide, the water doesn't actually come through here, but high tide's coming in, so obviously the water just comes through. But a lot of people normally swim here, but they're obviously swimming all around the corner. Let's go and check that out. They've seen better days though, haven't they? But bearing in mind, this is June. It's not even the busy season yet, and it's crazy busy. I just had to point this out. I don't think I've ever seen this sign before, but you're not allowed to go to the toilet here. This is a natural area. I mean, they could have used loads of different emojis, but the fact that they used someone going for a poo, quite funny. But yeah, don't, or we. It's a protected area. I'm on the north part of the island in PORTINATX, and I'm just going to walk down towards the lighthouse. I just came across this. Look, this is actually a really good idea. It's a UV indicator telling you how strong the sun is and what you should be wearing. And obviously it's 5 o'clock in the evening, so obviously earlier on today that would have been definitely red or indeed even purple, and it gives you what you should be wearing. So obviously at the moment it's yellow. So a cap, some sun cream. This is a pretty cool place, look. What is this? Free charging? Nice. So you can sit in here, get out the sun, charge your phone. So here I am, right at the top part of the island in PORTINATX. And actually, the top part of the island has got loads of cool things here. You've got some caves here, you've got some really great places of interest, some churches, some towers. The tower there at PORTINATX, which is just over the other side. And of course, the famous lighthouse that is painted in black and white. Someone will tell me the significance of that in the comments, hopefully. So if you've got a car and you want to explore the island, you know, come down here at the end of the day, because it's a little bit quieter. Some nice villas up here, and just see the lighthouse coming into view right now. In fact, it looks more like one of those things you see, you know, outside the barbers. So we get down to the beach this way. Bar up here overlooking the beach. Really beautiful. Now this is what you'll find in Ibiza, loads of these tiny little beaches. They're dotted around the island pretty much everywhere. The only problem is on occasions you get problems with jellyfish, and I've been here in PORTINATX before where literally you could not get into the water because there must have been hundreds, if not thousands, of jellyfish. And sometimes that happens. They do swarm on the beaches. And it's normally in June that happens, actually. Oh, so much cooler by the water. Glad to say I can't see any jellyfish. A lot of people come up here to take photos of the lighthouse. It's also just so quiet up here. I've even seen people do the old nude sunbathing around here. Hopefully we won't see any of those today. But let's get a bit closer, go over these rocks. You can tell once upon a time these were underwater. There you go, there's the lighthouse. So right now I'm in Platja de Bossa, and we are here at the Hard Rock Hotel in Ibiza. I'm at an age where I'm probably a little bit too old to go to some of these clubs, but the Hard Rock Hotel is definitely a place for people like myself, children of the 90s, the 80s. They do some really cool weekenders. So it's pretty much impossible to get in without a ticket or to be staying at the hotels to go and check out the stages. So let's see how far we get at the Hard Rock Hotel. It's a bit like Vegas in a way, you know, you've got the big old screens on the front of the hotels. If you've ever been to Vegas, you know what I'm on about. But they're so unique because there's not many hotels like this around the world that are centered on the stage and all about the music. And DJs are flying into these hotels and famous singers regularly throughout the summer. And they look amazing when you come into land at night because literally the airport is just over the other side. So as you see, the planes literally go right over these hotels. So the best way to get into some of these hotels and the pools, wow, look at that. It's literally through the rear where the pools are. Someone's going to stop me in a minute. Nice swing. Oh my God, look at these bottles of champagne. Are they real? So let's go and have a nose in the pool. The Ushuaia experience. Red carpet. Wow, this is nice. The palm trees. It's also blooming expensive. Look at these seats. Just notice those seats, brilliant. In fact, I can go up here and have a look. There's actually nobody up here, which is crazy right now. But look, there's swings, more tables and chairs. So you obviously have to pay extra for this bit, extra VIP to come and sit up here, sit on one of these sunbeds with your champagne, and actually not only just dip your feet in, but go for a quick swim as well. Amazing, and what a view. So the hotel is actually busy, but I think it must be changed a bit, I think. But it's pretty quiet. So these are like little private cabanas. Look how nice this is. I wonder how much you pay for this. You've got your own fridge, your own TV, and your own plunge pool as well. That's insane. Look at that. Wow, that's nice. And some of the tickets for some of the shows here are quite expensive actually, but you can get them at all various different prices around the island. There's no chance of me getting in here for free tonight to have a look around. So if you know, or you've been coming to Ibiza for any amount of time, you'll know that this place in front of me used to be the old Space nightclub. Legend Carl Cox doing sets in there. I remember actually growing up watching Ibiza Uncovered and seeing this place. It's now High Ibiza. And all these clubs start at completely different times. So I mean, like, you can start partying from about 2 in the afternoon all the way through till 6 the next morning. So I read somewhere that this water park closed just because of lack of visitors, and you would have thought where it's based that it would do really well, but I remember coming in here, it always been very quiet actually. It's like they've just closed the gates, boarded it up and said goodnight to the water park in Platja de Bossa. Very sad. And whether or not this will open up again one day, who knows, but for the moment it's rest in peace, or pieces. Yeah, look at that, there's a bar. Now I have to say, I had breakfast down here yesterday morning and it cost me around about €12 for a full English breakfast, so not overly that cheap, and you can still buy club tickets while you're here. So for tonight it's to meet you Vegas, last ticket's €50. So you can imagine, obviously, if you wanted to see a couple of good acts while you're here, it's going to get very expensive. At least you can come home with a designer handbag. So the amount of times I've been asked if I want drugs walking down here is crazy. So the time is about 7:30. A lot of people are getting ready to go out for the evening. It doesn't really start to get really busy until probably like 10 o'clock. There's one rather famous beach club that is closing its doors. And I definitely recommend this place for a burger, Steak and Shake. So these are the Bora Bora apartments, and right at the end is the famous beach club known as Bora Bora. So yeah, let me know in the comments. It says the last chance to dance. This is the thing you get here in Platja Bossa, is the private aircraft coming in, bringing in the DJs. And obviously when you get a Ryanair flight coming over, it's pretty loud. Some girls up there having a bit of a party. Obviously I cannot go in, but I'll show you from here and around the other side as well. Just managed to get down in time for the sunset, which is due literally in 3 minutes. Let's get down to the beach. And it's quite a special experience because people congregate here every evening when the sun's out, obviously, and they all cheer when the sun goes down. So hopefully, which should be in a couple of minutes. Wow, that looks amazing tonight. It's amazing how quickly it goes down, actually. Why does there always have to be a boat in the way? How annoying is that? It's almost gone. Ready? It's about to go. And it's gone. There you go. It's like the music was timed for it as well. It's really weird. It's like I'm at a concert or something. It's like it's finished and then everyone decides to just leave the beach, if you can call this a beach anyway. So let's walk up to the legendary Cafe Mambo. Just look how crazy busy it is at sunset. So we're just outside Cafe Del Mar now, the place to be at sunset. And honestly, I love the sunset probably around about 20 minutes after it's gone down, because you get this beautiful colour in the sky. Bar, restaurant, look at that. That is amazing. So it's quite early in the season actually, but it's absolutely heaving tonight. So Wednesday night, midweek, trying to get through the crowds at the minute. Wow, very busy. Obviously this started off as quite a small little bar and has grown into what you see now. And while the sun is setting, they have like really chilled out music, and then as soon as the sun sets, they kind of kick it up a gear just a little bit. My God, pretty tight. There is even a Cafe Mambo shop, so you can get all your merch if you really want it. I can get a bib for the baby. There's people walking around in bikinis still, but that's okay because it's Ibiza. I'm absolutely amazed I made the sunset, to be honest. I had like 3 minutes to get here, which I grabbed a taxi. There's a lighthouse just over there that always looks really special as the sun goes down. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please make sure you give the video a thumbs up. If you want to see how I got to Ibiza, click the video on the screen now. It was a rather hairy journey. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.